It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Tank Cobb, Eddie P, 3 the hard ways. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Tank Cobb, Eddie P, 3 the hard
As we always do about this time, goddammit. Tank, Eddie P, 3 the motherfucking hard way. As usual, every man on this show is responsible for whatever comes out of his mouth. That being said, the views and opinions. Man, look, fuck it. Whatever comes out of my mouth or the quartermaster's mouth do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. Eddie Westside, Mr. Eddie P, Mr. 2020. And after the lights go out, Mr. Turn off the lights. And God damn it. And love.
What's got you all bent out of shape?
Eddie Coppola. Now let's fight this fucking evil.
Yes, sir. Hey, there's plenty of evil this month, man.
Yeah, man. My bad on the disclaimer. I'm rushing like a motherfucker, man. Oh yeah, but it is a lot of evil.
Oh, yeah. Hey, happy Gay Pride Month to all of our listeners that are out there that's on that other team. Okay.
we the ops to them niggas. Ain't nobody.
Nah, see, don't say that. That's why Tank wearing, his in solidarity, his shirt, his
mauve
pink.
Is that mauve?
That's player pink. I'm sorry, that's flamingo. That's what he rocking. That's what it says on the tag. Flamingo.
Yeah, man. It's
You right. Happy Moonlight Month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the other motherfucker? Good to Wong Fu, to you and yours. What's the cowboy shit? What was the cowboy shit?
Brokeback.
And goddamn it, happy Brokeback to everybody out there whose favorite film that is. Happy Harvey Milk Week. So let's get it.
They are coming for your ass.
Hey, I just do shout outs, baby. I ain't mocking nobody.
They coming out for you, man. But yeah, let's get it cracked, man. I just saw that Lil Uzi Vert got that damn diamond removed from the middle of his forehead. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Dude had all that put that down payment on it, then finally got it out and decided to get it mounted on the middle of his fucking forehead.
What happened?
He got it removed, man. The shit probably hurt.
So was it got like a hole or something now? I mean,
the picture I'm looking at, man, on Hip Hop DX, it looked like it's normal. So I don't know if they put some putty in that bitch or something. I don't know.
Fuck went to go see a Mexican put that Bondo in his shit.
Yeah, man. But this is what he's looking like now without the joint in there, man.
Yeah, brother.
Don't like he got a scar or anything. Whoever did it did a hell of a job.
Shit, well, you must have went to one of the Mexicans, man. They do some hella body work, man.
Oh my God, dent puller.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
My God, that's what they did.
On the West Coast, their cars look like fucking glass, man.
Just think about they went to didn't they attach it to his cranium?
I think
how
what
far
happened,
they went in there, man. Because I don't think that's how they put that on there. I don't know if that's natural. If, he probably got some type of infection or something.
From what I've seen, man, they do little
shit like that in the middle of your damn head.
They do these little implants. You know what I'm saying? Like right underneath the skin.
Okay.
So somebody might have tried to snatch that shit 2 or 3 times, and he had that shit removed. But I mean,
or kissing a lady and cut her fucking face.
Either way, the motherfucker was foolish for doing that shit, man. That's what he said, 24 million. Which
some shit like that, yeah. That's just, yeah. I'm still not buying the numbers.
Me neither.
I'm not buying that. Mm-mm.
I ain't buying that shit either.
Sorry.
Like you can sell that shit to somebody else.
What's up?
What do you replace that with? I mean, like, how the fuck do you fill that in? Is that silicone injection?
I don't know. I told you, man, they got some fucking putty or something, man. They did, and spray painted it. I don't know what the fuck they did to his forehead, but you just saw the pic.
That's some leftover Reese cup they put up in that motherfucker.
Just, I don't know, they took some from off his elbow.
Right.
It's the only thing we can get the same wrinkles in.
Right.
Forehead.
And I don't even want to know, man. Yeah, like you said, you got a dude who will put that type of investment in the middle of his head before he put it in the bank.
Yeah,
come on, man. I mean, we were young once, man. If you had 24 mil, you would have did the same thing, man.
Stop it.
No?
I might have pulled a Chappelle and got my balls Botox and whatever.
Right. But not no $24 million diamond mounted, so-called alleged $24 million diamond.
Because I haven't seen a receipt.
Right.
Or a company saying that we sold him this diamond or whatever. It could be a big ass what is those salt crystals? You
that motherfucker got a Himalayan.
Yeah, Himalayan salt. That's all that is.
Yeah. A big ass pink Himalayan salt in the middle of his head.
Fucked up.
Bitches looking for it. Baby, I think you got tricked. Say no diamond.
Well, maybe he didn't get it removed. Maybe it just dissolved.
Yeah. That's a candy coated pink Himalayan salt, table salt.
Pressure all fucked up.
That's probably what it looked like, man. He got a motherfucking Himalayan salt crystal on top of his middle of his head. Hey, man. Thank you for getting me there. I could not think it. I could see it, but I could not think of the damn name.
I envisioned it as soon as you said it. Between his shirt and the salt, I said, Himalayan pink salt. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, is that the worst purchase of 2021?
The worst purchase? No, you saw what Jay and Beyonce just bought, right?
What's
the
up?
World's most expensive car. I sent y'all the link.
Yeah, I mean, but they can afford that shit.
But 27 mil.
Nah,
for a convertible.
I mean, billionaires, man. They billionaires, man. That shit ain't nothing to them.
Dude, he's from Marcy Projects.
Right.
She's from Houston. They ain't made that much. They got money, but they ain't made that kind to be doing shit like that. I mean, they can.
Right.
And they did, but damn.
Just imagine that you're a fucking billionaire. Okay. You and your old girl's a billionaire.
Yes, sir.
And you at that midlife crisis.
Get me there. Okay. I see you. I see where you're going. I got you.
Hey, man.
They want people to know officially we got fuck you money. And when you do stuff like that, that's what that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're flexing. Like they don't need it. They're not going to drive it. For them, it's probably just an investment.
Right.
Yeah. Because they could sell it and be like, we bought it. We owned it first. You know what I mean? It's not like we're really going to do anything with it. It's going to stay in storage or some shit. We'll shoot a video with it, and that will be the end of it.
Yeah. Throw a signature on the dash.
I wonder how many of these motherfuckers they made.
What's up?
I wonder how many of these motherfuckers they made. Because I
think they're custom. Like you have to
order that shit.
Yeah, I don't think they're just going to be pumping them out so they can sit. You know what I mean? It's like, and you paying 27 mil for a car, it better be from bumper to bumper, everything that you want. So it has to be custom.
It's probably gonna be like them and some Saudi Arab prince that on one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the back flip out and they had the bottles of champagne in there or whatever. So I know they had the ace of spades in there. That's all for them. For Jay, it's probably promotion.
But this fucking thing took 4 years to build by hand.
But you know what? It's like you guys said, man. I mean, look, man, first of all, it ain't my business what another motherfucker do with their paper. We talking to be we talking. This is what we do. This is what the show about. Right. But shit, these motherfuckers got land and all kind of other responsible buys. If these motherfuckers got it to where they can go and buy $24 million worth of car, go get that motherfucker, man. You only live once, man. You only live once, man. So
shit, we survive. The pandemic. Hell yeah, we're gonna drop the top and we're gonna
there
roll
you
this
go.
bitch. But I'm sure they probably like, you better come up with your half. I ain't dropping the whole 20. You out there shaking your ass. I'm out here writing these lyrics. We going half.
Right.
You know, car's going in my name, nigga.
Right. Probably Floyd Mayweather gonna have one next. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
you know, but hey, you know what, man? Let me say something, man. You know, it must be nice. And hey, man, ain't no telling what the fuck. Because, you know, you look at this. Look, we talking about a $24 million convertible. Did y'all just see the yacht that motherfucking Jeff Bezos bought?
It's Jeff Bezos. There's like God money in him.
Okay, my bad.
So he is the poster boy, poster child, poster man for
money.
So
I mean, can we really even talk about him buying a car? The nigga owns a space shuttle.
Buying anything.
Yeah.
He don't compete. He buys the competition out and just put his stamp on it.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong
Warner
name
Brothers.
to bring up.
MGM. He bought MGM Studios.
Yeah.
You know, fuck the car.
He did?
Fuck the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, he bought MGM.
Like last week.
Yeah, the motherfucker owns Bond.
So when you dropped his name, like, dude, he's in the category by himself. Like, again, not necessarily by himself. There's God money, and there's what Jeff Bezos does. That's it. Sorry, man. He could do
and
whatever.
It was probably changed. And it was changed. Yeah. You probably got that shit back in interest.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks later.
You can make more money going through a divorce. That didn't even make no sense to me. There was like, what night? The money he gave his wife, he got back within that month.
Yeah.
Do you understand the kind of numbers he's doing? If he could give his wife is a multi-billionaire, and he got that back before the month was
and I'm gonna tell you why I can't. I'm gonna tell you why I can't understand it, because I'm a security guard. That's why the fuck I can't understand. I'm not gonna pretend,
dude. I like to think like that on that level when and try to put it in perspective, so that one day I can aspire to be on that level, so I won't be too much of a shock. What they say, act like you've been there before.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
That's my mindset. So I try to put it in perspective and be like, look, man, the dude can do whatever, whenever. So, and that's what Tank dropped the whole thing about the MGM. Was like, dude, he's making other moves.
Oh,
that folks
big bro.
You weren't about the car. Tank like, dude, this ain't got a studio.
Right. Change.
It ain't even talking about it.
Change to him.
Yeah, but ain't even talking about it.
And I trust me, I definitely get your perspective. But man, look, hell no. Hell no. I'm like, damn, I got these bills. I got this. He's like, yeah, I gotta cut some money out to go get a haircut. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I need some more motherfucking uniform pants. This motherfucker, let me go get this studio and a yacht. He bored. Bored. You know what I'm saying? So
did you see how he spent the quarantine?
Where on his own fucking island?
That boat or that yacht or whatever or whatever. It's how he rode it. He literally rode it out on like a floating city.
Look, man, making
sure you got enough money where you could keep disease away from you. It's like, I got motherfuckers who stand right here so they could catch it before me. That's how fucking fly this dude is, man. I mean, damn. Like, where is the source of this? Okay, let me get on my own my vessel.
Right. Right.
And float away from all y'all. And can't nobody breathe on me unless they didn't went through this damn, protocol.
Meanwhile, old Payne was like, I gotta get my motherfucking oil changed.
I gotta get these tires rotated.
Shit. I'm gonna have to do some overtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Big ass packs of hot dogs from Costco, and that's what we eating all month.
That's your holders. If everybody eat their fair share, that's your holders.
Everybody get a hot dog and a half, and a Huggy,
and 6 fucking potato chips,
right? And the Huggy,
fucking Huggy.
Why was them shit shaped like barrels,
dude? I don't know, man.
Man, the only thing,
we used to act like they little Mickeys when we were kids, man.
That's what I was about to
imitating the old heads.
Old heads be on the porch. You got your little shit.
Trying to cut that damn to get that lid off. You damn right. Shit.
You goddamn right.
Wide mouth.
Man, motherfucker go to Candyland, get a huggy, a couple snacks. Yeah. Yeah.
Sad day when that place burned down.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Man, look, even if you ain't from the South Side, we all made that trip.
Yeah.
We all made that. I'm from the East Side. I had cousins right down the street.
I have girls, you know, they used to talk about it because I was on the North Side or whatever, and they would say, when we go on to Candyland, I'm like, could you take this $1 and just make it happen? Just $1. You know how much fucking candy you could get there for $1?
The whole little white bag full of that shit.
Dude, dinosaur
all
eggs,
the good shit.
now laters, pixie sticks,
lemon heads.
Lemon heads.
Everything that
Mike and Ike's, all that.
You naming
shit.
off the expensive shit.
You talking about Mary Jane's
Chico sticks.
Chico stick, yeah. Black cows shit.
All that, baby.
Sugar daddies. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yes, sir. I can't eat any of that shit now. I physically cannot eat any of it. Only candy bar I can eat now is maybe a fucking payday. I can't eat nothing else, man. Just fucking, I don't know, man.
When I decide to treat myself, it's a payday and a Milky Way. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But back in the day, you can eat all that shit, go running and sleep good. Now motherfucker go to bed with a headache. Like, God damn it.
Go to bed dehydrated.
Like a motherfucker.
Fucking sugar. Damn.
Eat a bunch of candy and try to just run to the parking lot. You gonna shit yourself. Your stomach will be all fucked up.
That's how I am with
all that, man. They ain't supposed to be eating all that and trying to be mobile. Sit your ass down somewhere.
That's how that pre-workout do me, man. That shit supposed to give me energy for the gym. I drink that shit 15 minutes later. I got to shit first.
Shit. We talk about that damn P90X, man. I put in that, like you said, that pre-workout. I thought that was it. I'm in the living room fucking drenched. I was like, yeah, it's a done deal. I'm done.
There you go.
I can't do this. If this is the warm-up, I can't do this.
They said that shit was hell.
Dude, nobody on that video looked like me. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm not doing this shit. This ain't real.
The worst part about it was like they had a motherfucker with one leg on that bitch doing it.
Fuck them. That shit was edited. I don't give
Killing
a fuck.
it.
That shit fucking killed me. They was like, now we about to start. I'm like, what you mean? I said, we 15 minutes in. You know what I mean? The floor wet, the TV wet. You know, shit. I'm dying over here, man.
It's in a TV wet.
Hey, and they said that insanity shit wasn't no better.
Yeah, I fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Never again, motherfucker. You work out the way you work out.
Which one was the insanity shit? Was that the one with the Marine?
No, that was the one with the cat. I'm trying to be respectful.
Was that the black dude that they said that came out and all the girls were mad? They found out he was dead.
Motherfuckers was pissed off. That nigga, hey, they was like, oh, not again.
And that's how they was. That's how they was for real, man. They were mad. Ooh, they were mad.
Motherfucker saying, hey, you like, oh, god damn.
Yeah.
So I knew what it was when he was doing that hip hop aerobics thing. I was like, oh yeah.
Man, look, most real niggas got a gut. That's all. You know.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
Something at 12 midnight, it all turned to dick. You know what I mean?
There you go. From the master. And it was there you go. Motherfucker, this is the realest shit I ever heard. You know, and he said it with a straight face talking to a lady. Like, I dare you to challenge me. Dare you to say it ain't so.
Right
I was just like, did he just? Yeah, he did. You know, while holding that damn stomach, like shit.
Right.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Who the fuck said this?
It's Daddy.
Oh yeah, that's who I thought said it.
Yeah, man.
That's
I'm
who
looking
I
at.
thought.
I was like, okay, it makes perfect sense. This is where you get
still
that
in
shit
the
from.
game.
Yeah,
it's still in the game.
Yeah, man. He said that shit, and I would just laugh for like a half a second. And was like, that's some real shit.
Man, look,
that is some real shit.
Most motherfuckers say they want to go out on their sword. That one is going out on his dick. That's for real. Shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm going to show up to his funeral and be like, how'd he die? On top of me.
You was in that long line, Jack.
You definitely going to end up like Mister.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In a nursing home on top of some young fucking nurse. That was came in to change his diaper and then, god damn.
Yeah.
How he keep getting that motherfucker off so fast, but it is what it is.
There you go.
So fucked up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, what else is on your radars, pimp?
Shit, man. Miss little Naomi Osaka's, the little tennis chick.
What happened with her?
She gracefully bowed out, man.
She left the tournament.
Said her mentals, or they fined her like 15 G's.
Yeah,
because she didn't want to do press. She was like, "Look, I'm not with it mentally. You know what I mean? Like enough already."
Yeah.
Mind you, she just got thrusted into the limelight. She was, she beat Serena, I think, last year, and then that just catapulted her ass into the, into the big leagues. And she just can't. It's too much too fast. You know what I mean? And she just can't process it, I guess. She just needs to take some time to get her mind right.
Yeah, she said they keep asking her the same goddamn questions. So
and these kids, man, they're not built for, they built for texting. They're not built for one-on-ones and, Q&As and all that stuff. Their attention span is, maybe a minute and a half before they get bored and then they lose their shit.
Yeah. I mean, shit, they done wore Serena down to a nub and shit. I mean, she it's crazy what the sister doing as far as, all of this shit. I ain't gonna dog on her, but, the skin lightening and shit. But, that's one young lady, I'm gonna say this. And I think it was different when her pops was around because he shielded both of them. He wasn't for the bullshit when it came to his girls. And, these motherfuckers, she looked like a man. She this, she that, coming from them people.
Because they didn't get her on the court.
Right. And so they had, and I think, not to go into this shit, but, the same year everybody was like, why the fuck didn't she get, this award? They gave one of them, what I'm saying, the Arthur Ashe Award. And people knew it should have went to her. That was the same year, it came out that even though she this big ass champion, she still made less money than this other young lady. I forget what her name is.
I know you're talking about because she did the model and all that other stuff. The blonde haired chick. I know you're talking about.
Right.
She beat her.
Right. Whooped her ass.
Yeah, and her numbers were still, as far as that payday, were still low.
About like damn near like 50 million. You got other tennis players mocking her, and she got to try to save face. She knows she fucking insulted, but she's saying, "Oh, we good friends." Now she doing shit to her skin. They wore her down to another. And I think you can't tell me that, Naomi hasn't seen any of that, because even with their match, when she beat her, it was a lot of bullshit that came with that. It wasn't just, oh man, she did it gracefully, whoop, whoop, whoop. So I get why she bowed out. Plus I think she's starting to, she's trying to she's opening up a tennis school or some shit like that.
Like I said, and she's a kid. She's still young, early 20s.
Yes. Right.
You know what I mean? And if you're not, some people aren't built for that. They're built to do their thing on the court, and maybe not so much on the other side. Again, with the bombardment of all those questions over and over, it drives the average person crazy.
And Mr. Coppola, let me say this: I'm glad you just addressed that. I don't want to take a deep dive into the Kwame Brown thing again, but that's what's coming out. His teammates are saying, "Hey man, this kid was 17, and they did fucking dog him." Nothing he did was good enough.
Right.
And, not just him, but people are starting to say, hey, man, it was all about business, man. You got these kids. Kwame said it was 5 of us that came straight out of high school. He said it was about to be another 20 next year. He said, next thing you know, they figured out, the school's going to lose money. So here they come with this G League. Once you send these kids to this G League, he said 9 times out of 10, these motherfuckers ain't never going to see the NBA.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this was a 17-year-old that had to hold not just Michael Jordan dogging him and disrespecting him. They said it was the motherfucking the coaches and the owners and all these other motherfuckers too. Mm-hmm. So we got to keep in the perspective like, yeah, these people are at the top of their game. They on the world stage, but they still motherfucking children.
Yeah. And your girl tried to go after her for a quick second, Miss Candace Owens, until she realized that old girl was talking about her mentals. It's about, she's making all this money, and it's not necessarily about the money. You know what I mean? This young lady isn't built for this right at this particular time. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not going to... See, Candace Owens is somebody for me that's kind of hard to take serious. Somebody was talking about Charleston White and on his show, and somebody typed in and said that this is an example of the right shit coming out of the wrong mouth. And Candace Owens has this habit of she'll take a strong, small piece of truth and mix it in with a bunch of bullshit and then take that shit all the way left. And then you got motherfuckers saying, hey, man, she a black woman. No, hell no. Because just because that motherfucker is making X amount of dollars don't mean that they supposed to be able to put up with a certain amount of pressure. Again, they're children. You're not a motherfucking kid. But bitch, you speaking on a kid. And I don't even want to call her that. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock tune's starting to change a little bit. But when even these motherfuckers is coming straight out of college, they in the they 20. These is fucking children, man. They ain't got no world experience.
Parents ain't never seen that kind of money.
There you go.
So what the hell are they supposed to do? You know what I mean? Right. Now they're the parent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when LeBron came out, he said his mom asked him for $1 million. He had the foresight to be like, no.
Right.
I pretty much get you whatever you want, but I'm not putting $1 million in your account.
Right.
Right now, I just got this money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, shit, I just signed the check, but he signed a $100 million deal with Nike before he stepped on the court.
That's amazing.
How beautiful.
Think about it.
18.
Think about it.
Didn't even put the jersey on yet. Had a $100 million Nike deal. And now did y'all hear about his new Nike deal? It's so big they haven't even released the numbers. It's a lifetime deal. That's how big the fucking number is. Can't even talk about it. I dare somebody to do a deep dive and try to find out what that number is, because it's not out. But he renewed his contract with Nike, and they said it's through the fucking roof.
And a lot of people hope Bron failed when I remember that shit when he first went to the league.
I mean, they nitpicked, his mom's boyfriend took a loan out to get him that Hummer and all this other shit. And you see, I went to school with guys whose parents got them, the nice cars. And, that's something that's way more expensive than a damn Hummer. I'm talking about BMWs, Mercedes, all that shit. And his mom, got him a damn Hummer. Hating on him. I'm like, dude, he's going to be the number 1 draft pick. The money's going to come in.
Right.
Quit trying to, count their money as of right now, saying that, well, there's no possible way him coming from the projects he could have, this $50,000-$60,000 Hummer, with the rims and all that other shit. He's a kid. His first car.
Right.
They have to be on the up and up. You know what I mean? And as far as I know, man, the dude hasn't made a misstep yet.
No.
As far as that money. And they hate that. They thought he was going to go out and get the grills, have a bunch of baby mamas, the whole shebang. And he went the complete opposite way. Like, I'm working on my tycoon. That's what I'm working on. And y'all don't get that. Like, I got a plan. He didn't go with the yes men. He hired his homeboys. And look how that worked out. Not a big media team. His homeboys. One dude went to community college or some shit or whatever for a couple semesters. and now they making multi-billion-dollar deals.
But you know what, Mr. Coppola? The sad shit is, even if he did do all of that, it was his fucking money. Let's go to the crib real quick. I'm guilty of this. I'm a man about my shit, and I'm gonna be honest when I say what I'm about to say. Maurice Claret.
Okay. Yeah.
When I went to the military, Cuddy, you know this, Mr. Coppola, you know this shit. I was forced into it. I'm not going to say I was forced because I volunteered. So I volunteered for a different situation. I stepped straight into motherfucking responsibility, accountability, all of that shit. That's what's expected out of you in the military. When you leave in processing and you get to actual boot camp and you get your booklet and they start teaching you the 7 Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. Nobody's teaching these kids that shit when they go straight to school. You know what I'm saying? They coming from a hometown and going to school. So, you know, they told all of these stories about Maurice Claret, the horror stories and shit. And it wasn't until we all sat down and watched the shit together at your spot when we watched the 30-30, the 30 for 30 about Maurice Claret. Yeah. And you realize every fucking thing that was going on with this young man and why his shit took a downward spiral. And he knew, like, hey, one of my wheels is fucked up. I'm still kicking ass. But I don't got time for this shit no more. I got to get up there because I got responsibility. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And then you see how these motherfuckers dogged that young man out. And the world was on him, and people not knowing, such as myself, because I really didn't even have a big opinion about it, to be honest. I just was like, man, what the fuck is Crib doing? But this is what all of these motherfuckers got going on. Now, you get a mother, and he still tried to fight his way up. Now you look at a motherfucker like a Naomi Osaka, who was at the world stage when she was a kid. Serena Williams and her sister Venus world stage. And then you got all of these media personalities dumping shit on them. Now you got media heads like a fucking Candace Owens, who looked like a goddamn idiot when she was on the Joe Rogan show. You know, and he wasn't even trying, but he fucking embarrassed her when it came to climate change. How dare you talk about somebody like that? It's like you just nitpicking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
what if somebody
for clout.
Yeah.
For clout.
Yeah. What if somebody nitpick? There you go.
You know, they creating content for clicks. I mean, that's
there you go.
How is she any different than fucking CNN, MSNBC, fucking ESPN, you know, fucking Stephen A. Smiths and shit? I mean, that's just the culture we're in now. These motherfuckers will say anything just to get you to pay attention to them, no matter what the fuck comes out of their mouth. You know, there's so much shit that goes on black athletes. Everybody is against these motherfuckers, not only the system, but then you got the media, and these motherfuckers are under considerable pressure, even before stepping on the fucking court or doing whatever, you know. And it like, did you see this shit with Simone Biles?
I heard what happened with that. I saw something now. They were coming for a little Simone. What happened, man?
This girl comes out there and pulls off this fucking what's it called? Yurchenko fucking double pike or some shit, like some impossible fucking
shit nobody ever did.
My body hurts just explaining that word. That shit just go ahead.
Yeah, you can't even say it, let alone fucking pull that shit off. So they didn't give this girl points for it because it was so fucking difficult that nobody else could do it. Since she would have scored off the fucking charts, they're like, we can't count that because nobody else can do it. It's the shit.
Oh my!
Instead of raising the fucking bar, what she did, instead of raising the fucking bar, they're like, we just ain't gonna count that shit. They always come up with these fucking excuses when it comes with black athletes.
Right. Yeah, that's
you know who else they did that shit to? Remember the sister that was ice skating? First one to ever do this shit.
Yeah.
Did the motherfucking backflip. And they said, that ain't a move. Ain't nobody else doing that shit.
Wow.
We ain't counting that shit. And she lost. Yep. And now you see motherfuckers doing backflips all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when you get back to Simone Biles and the other sister who threw up the black fist, I forget what their name is. Again, children, you know, them they be in there as young as 16, 15 in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And on this one, I didn't like it because it was some of our own people. Simone Biles and the other young lady, they was talking cash money shit about their hair. These young women went out there and won awards that nobody else won. Simone got some shit, and not only was she having bitches talking about her hair, but she had her own teammates like, oh, I felt like I should have got this, that, and the 15th. What's the motherfucker's name? No, go ahead. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. I mean, they did that with remember the guy got fired that for the female NCAA called those girls nappy headed hoes or something like that.
Don Imus
or whatever. Yeah. I mean, they do that, you know, and they're playing the game. You worried about their hair?
Yeah. Gabby Douglas kicked ass in those Olympics, and all these motherfuckers look at her like, bitch,
her hair. Really? That's what you worried about. Everything you didn't see, you didn't pay attention to anything else but her hair and her outfit. That's all you
didn't see her fucking fly. She flew.
Yeah.
What's in the air?
She's fucking magical. And you missed that?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
And it hurts worse when it comes from your own people.
Oh, man.
You know, it's like
babies, man.
They're trying to imitate this look of what people consider beautiful, and getting their fucking hair straightened and trying to make that shit look white. And it don't last with black hair, especially when you fucking exercise in the shower and all the fucking time, you know. And if they went bald headed or got some dreadlocks or rocked an afro, whatever it is, man, they still gonna talk shit about you, man.
Right.
Fuck them, man.
Right.
It's always a lose-lose situation with black folks.
You know what? This is a perfect example of Enter the Dragon, when Bruce was teaching a pupil in the beginning, and he had my man point, and the dude was looking at his finger, and he slapped him like, "Don't pay attention to the finger, or you're going to miss all of that heavenly glory." Like, you got people missing all of the heavenly glory because they paying attention to the finger.
What they missing again?
All of that heavenly glory.
Oh my God, they gonna pull this shit.
I'm not making fun of nobody.
Because I know the scene, and you nailed it. You nailed it. That was it. But still, you know where we at right now. You know.
Right. Okay. The heavenly glory.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that. You can say that shit. Look, we'll throw up a photo of your dad. Everybody know where the fuck you coming from, okay?
Right.
You good to go.
There we go.
You get a pass.
But you know what, man? When our beautiful youngsters is out there, whether it's coming from the other side or whether it's coming from inside, people just this shit is on purpose. They missing all of that heavenly glory out there, man. Because you know what? Nobody's doing what these motherfuckers is doing. Nobody is doing, flipping and twirling and taking pictures in the air. You know, look at Floyd Mayweather. Say what you want to say about him. But just because he beat motherfuckers of a different race, he got to go online and get called every goddamn. I've seen his man call every racial epithet from different groups because he won a fight.
And it's not just that. People pay big money to hate watch.
Right.
It's that possibility tonight's the night. He's going to get knocked out, and he's fighting this Sunday. So he's doing that with that Jake Paul, whatever. Dude, I think he's fighting Sunday.
Right.
How does he...
Don't say how, bro. You know the numbers on that bitch?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, I think it's like 100 million his way.
Yeah, like he said, jet fuel ain't cheap.
He said that shit.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I wish I could say that shit. Yeah. I'm saying lawnmower gas ain't cheap. I'm saying my lawnmower gas ain't cheap. This guy,
shit.
Lawnmower fuel.
Go ahead and have that. Get that big paycheck for a sparring session.
Yes, sir.
Because you hear the guys that work out with him, and it was like, it's a damn shame what he did to that damn, to that sparring partner. for his last major fight. They said the dude, it was a lot of blood. Zab Judah was talking about it. Like, yeah, Floyd ain't lost a step as far as in that ring. He beat,
right.
They couldn't even get enough guys in there to spar with him. He was putting them down. And
what Floyd's they was trying to
and Floyd's not known for knocking cats out.
Was he trying to test him?
Wasn't trying to
test him.
He
bloodied the dude?
He yeah, man. He reminded him what blood tastes like a few times. Pretty much just stopping cats. When's the last time you seen him stop somebody? And he's dropping dudes in the ring in the sparring session.
Man,
everybody's going to take their shot. If you get an opportunity to spar with him, everybody's going to take their shot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Iron Mike said that Floyd is a perfect, unbeatable fighter. And that's something coming from... Look, man, my only thing about this shit is I hope that one of these goofball paws don't try to actually go there with this cat and hurt him. Because these motherfuckers is some clowns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the cat Jake, when he knocked, was his Nate Robinson out? It's like he was like thrilled. I'm like, bro, you knocked out an older man who was a basketball player, shorter than you, and never boxed. And so I just hope that because my thing is, if you try it, he probably gonna fuck you up real good. But I hope they don't get in there and call themselves trying to hurt the man.
No,
it's an exhibition.
Think about what happens when they thought the great white hype was going to go in there and dismantle Floyd, the UFC fighter, Conor McGregor.
Okay.
Remember how that worked out?
Like, it's hard to hurt somebody you can't hit.
Yeah, you wish he could have used his feet and them elbows.
Right.
You know what I mean? He looked like he was trying to at some point because he couldn't catch Floyd, and Floyd has the foresight to turn the fight into his fight. You think you're going to go in there and crowd him and bang with him. Man, he going to slow your ass down. He going to touch you up. He going to put a little pepper on you. He going to frustrate you. And then he going to wait for you to make a mistake. He going to get them points. He's going to win the round. Sometimes it ain't pretty, but it's masterful if you're paying attention to what he's doing. Because when he did it with Pacquiao, he did it with Canelo. Broke their asses down. He broke their whole format. They thought they was going to go in there and do this. He's like, no, this is my stage. I'll lead this dance. And that's what he does. He leads the dance every time. And that's what he's going to do with these cats coming in there thinking they're going to rush him. They're going to try to knock him out. Nobody has put together the perfect formula for this guy.
I love when he did it with Pacquiao. Because everybody Pacquiao had like 3 motherfucking losses by the time he got to Floyd.
I hated that fight because I knew it was going down within the first round. I knew something was up. I dropped $100 on that fight for a draw because I saw Pacquiao and he wasn't throwing one of his hands. I can't remember if it's the left or the right. He wasn't throwing it. And I was like, that son of a bitch, he hurt. He's fucking hurt. He had a bad wing. Remember, he couldn't go. But they kept pressuring him. And then as soon as the fight was over, he got rushed and he had surgery on that fucking shoulder. He couldn't throw. He was only throwing one hand. And I was looking and everybody was like, oh God, look at the fight. I was like, look at Pacquiao. He's fighting with one fucking hand. If you go back and watch that fight, pay attention to the first fucking round and see how many times he threw with both hands.
I'm going to do that.
It's clear. You'll be like, son of a bitch. I knew something was up and I was pissed because I don't bet on fights and I bet that fight. Because I knew the money was for the rematch. And I was like, they're going to do a fucking draw. Floyd's not going to lose, but there's going to be a draw just so they could do the fucking rematch.
See, I guess the shit I don't like about all of these motherfuckers is Floyd ain't lost to a motherfucker yet.
No.
Everybody they cheated. He hit him. And then they slow the fight down. And we already talked about how his cut man ain't used one Q-tip. Not going back there. Not going back there.
Right.
But I say that to say this, man. When you see him slow it down, man, they not touching this man. But then they come up here and tell you, Triple G, the highest top rated, Lomachenko and all these motherfuckers. You like what?
No. And the only reason why Floyd's not even entertaining those because the money ain't right. There's no money in fighting the top tier guys right now, especially after coming off a pandemic. He's like, I'll go overseas and make more money than I ever did in the States.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fighting a YouTuber. Why the fuck wouldn't he? Even if he do lose, he wins.
Right.
He can't fucking lose. It's an exhibition fight. It doesn't go on his record. People will try to put it on his record. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's going over it. The plane won't even shut off.
Right, the motherfucker running. I'll be right
I'm
back.
Just saying. I gotta.
They're gonna have turn down service in his.
I gotta pick up this bag, and then I'm back home in my bed tonight.
Right. We got to get this turn down
service.
Not to jinx
my man, but to me, either way, he cannot fucking lose.
Right. No, you're right.
He's in his. He's in his fucking twilight, making more money giving fucking master classes. This is what this is. This is a master class he's doing this Sunday. It's a beautiful thing. There's certain guys who will never see that money that he's, acquired just on this one fight.
Yeah.
Everybody asks him, why would he do it? Why wouldn't he do it? He's just now a new grandfather.
Million.
Shit. And that's just on the front. And that's on the front end. He is the king of pay-per-view. He gets
She had the baby.
Yeah, no NBA young girl. Old girl had the baby. His daughter.
Okay. That's what's up.
So it's a beautiful thing, man. When I love to see when dudes take their take their destiny in their own hands.
Man.
He's still writing his script, and I love it. Keep doing it. Keep banging them, and keep making them hate you like that because they got to pay for it. $60 regular and $150 for high def, some shit like that. Come on, man.
Right.
Hate watch.
Paying for pixels, motherfucker.
I'll catch it on YouTube.
Pretty much. Yeah. And the thing is, the lady told me I think it come on Sunday. So yeah, I'll be in the bed, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll be at work.
Okay. But, yeah, man. But like I said, man, you can say what you want about Floyd, but you ain't gonna call him broke no time soon.
Yes, sir.
He's leaving with his wits, and I know it's gonna be a little emotional because this is the first fight I think he's doing without his uncle, in his corner.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I wish the brother well, and keep pushing the push.
There you go.
But dude, I saw something today. Where was it at? In suburban Chicago. Our brother, a barber. Guess dude didn't want to pay for it. His haircut. They got into it. Barber chased him down and unloaded on his ass.
Oh.
In the shop. Remember we talked about the Dunkin' Donuts dude or whatever who took off on the white guy for, calling him, came out the drive-through and he ended up punching him. Dude ended up dying. But you gonna shoot a brother because he don't want to pay for his haircut. Take a picture of him like they old school. Put his thing on the wall. You can't come back here no more. You take that. What's that? $15, $25 max? A fucking
now
haircut?
you about to do 15, 25 max.
Yeah, he gone. Like I said, I think he was an ex-felon. You ain't even supposed to be, you can't have no firearm. And you go shoot this dude because your pride is hurt. $15 to $25 was the max.
So what the fuck? Did he fuck up his haircut or the dude just didn't have any cash?
All they said was suburban barber shoots guy who did not want to pay for his haircut.
Let me say this before we go on any further. I hear motherfuckers always say, hey, somebody fuck my shit up, I ain't paying. I was never that motherfucker. I'm not tipping you and I'm not coming back to you. Take this little motherfucking money because I'm not finna get into it with you right here.
Right.
Motherfuckers can say that shit if they want, but most barbers I know are carrying. Now, did it mean that young man should have lost it? No. Hell no. It should have been handled exactly like you said. Take that motherfucker's picture, and if you try to walk in there, get him the fuck up out of there.
That's it. Like, dude, you done. You cannot come back into this fucking... Nobody in here gonna cut your fucking head again. Done. This is how you gonna be, because that's how that works, man.
Right.
I did my job. You don't like it. Hey, man, you still got to break bread.
I used to landscape back home. And I can remember one day these people we just got done with the yard, and they said, "Hey man, could you come hit us?" So he, guy I worked for, he looked at the front, looked at the back. He ain't charging nothing. He said, "All right, and you can look at him and see what time it was." So I cut the shit. Come time for payment. Oh, you know what? Can I get you next week? Can I this, that, and the other? So he said, yeah, no problem. So pull me to the side. I'm a teenager at the time. I'm like, I pull him, like, what's up, man? What the fuck?
Right.
He was like, dig it. He said, we never coming back. He said, it's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
People do that. He said, midway, he said, I kind of got that just talking to him. He said, but no, he said it's a freebie and we ain't got to deal with him. He said it ain't worth getting into all the shit. Right. That's a grown man teaching a young man something.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because maybe that young man didn't have that type of guidance. But either way, you're going to pay the piper for that life he took. I guarantee you that shit.
Definitely.
And it's sad.
One of those, like, again, we got to take the time out sometimes, man. And sometimes I don't practice what I preach, but in that situation, man, I'm not going to shoot somebody over a non-payment for a haircut. It's a haircut. Don't put your pride to the side. I don't know if the barbershop was packed. You got cats in there hyping you up. Like, I know you ain't gonna let this motherfucker just not pay. You know what I'm saying? You big tone. How you gonna, not let this cat slide? I don't know if he had cats in his ears. But man, it's a haircut, man. Like I said, just let him go. Let him go, man. Karma's a motherfucker, man.
There you go. You never know what it, it's just somebody baby gone over a motherfucker. How the fuck do you explain that in court?
You can't.
And again, he's sitting there now like $15.
Yeah.
Right.
A motherfucking haircut. I'm gone.
Right.
My wife, my kids, I'm gone for $15. I did this.
There you go.
I followed this dude out and I shot him. Huh.
Let's think about
and
this
now
dude.
you
had to, he's going to his fucking casket with a bad haircut. That's
motherfucker got a Gumby.
The last image you're gonna have of this motherfucker is that fucked up haircut, and you lost your life over $20.
He got a Gumby in 2021.
You're gonna have, our folks in our community.
We fucked up.
We gonna sit there looking like, well, with that kind of haircut, he better off dead.
Wow. Right, because motherfuckers ain't paying attention. They paying attention to the finger. So
it's like, he did fuck his hairline up. Look at how far he put his bitch back.
I'd have whooped his ass.
He wasn't coming back from that haircut.
No.
He better off.
I'd have walked out too.
I don't know why they got an open casket.
So dig it, man, real quick, man. What do you guys think about just Charleston White situation with the
Asian community and
yes,
and them using I mean he was knocking it out the park again, but,
right?
God damn, that shit was just fucking weird.
It was very weird, but that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? Again, it's just sometimes his delivery.
Right.
Come across, because I don't like him necessarily end up constantly calling himself, I'm a Texas nigga and like, dude, no, you're a brother first.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you disrespecting yourself because it's easy for other folks to pile on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for him to be he could be articulate at the drop of a dime, and then he flipped that switch, and then he steps on his own message, and I hate that. You know what I mean? Because he could stay on point. Awesome. But then he ended up stepping on his own message, by isolating. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we're not the only people on the planet. We're going to have to share this space. You know what I mean?
And I think sometimes too, man, like he kind of don't know how to step away from the street shit when he's saying things. For instance, I saw a video looking into all of this where he was talking to the cat Bosco, who's his blood from California.
Yeah.
And he went off on fuck your friends, fuck this other, the other crew that wear blue.
Yeah.
Fuck all this, fuck that. And it was like, bro, you killing your message. Now, Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying you were absolutely right when that's what I'm talking about, man. He steps on his own message. I was like, dude, you are a walking contradiction.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, just stop or whatever. You know, you righteous in the first paragraph, and then the next one, you know, you talking that gang shit.
Right.
It was like, come on, man. What? You know what I mean? Like, dude, come on, man. No.
Stop, I couldn't even take that fucking video serious, man. I mean, what the fuck is this transracial shit we got going on with these Asian dudes and cripping and?
Oh, that's nothing new. That's not new.
It's not new.
That's not new, man.
Look. That's all. That look. California is its own fucking place. It's very different from the rest of the country.
It's a melting pot. Yes, very different.
You remember the group, the Booyah Tribe?
Yeah,
them cats is, I think, Inglewood family. They bloods for real. You know, and this is the thing. I learned this being here, especially in the Bay. I'm like, damn, everybody get along. Now, there's some shit to that. There's some caveats. But this is what I'm gonna say. I think what he's and I understand it. You want them to stop, but you're not gonna get them to stop with all the racial epithets and shit. You asking them to stop the same shit that you doing. And to do that, you got to take into consideration that I'm not even going to call it transracial. They're just a product of their environment. It's kind of like if you watch American Me, there was a white dude who the white guy, he had this accent, you know, he wore the clothing, he did all the same shit that they was doing, but you know, he was just a white dude. He was a product of his environment. So when you talking about these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to say to him, and one of them didn't even get disrespectful. He didn't go all off the chain and or none of that shit. He simply said, hey man, I'm a product of he was like, we're a product of our environment. Look at my kids, look at my nieces. He said, tell me they not black. He said, all my nieces is half black. Okay, now I'm not excusing anything because that's that same shit with the girl V Nasty. But I don't think that I don't think that they understand that. Look, people from other parts of the world, like they saying back to him, like that's old thinking. No, the fuck it's not. We just got elders that's in their hundreds, 107 years old, that was testifying to Congress about what happened in Tulsa. You know how many people dropped around them and family members and all they heard was the word nigga. Now, that may be what y'all saying up there. What I feel like this is, I know it's hard to listen to a man saying what he's saying to you, but at the same time, don't take the shit as a punk out. Take it as the man is asking for his respect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I call you a big head motherfucker, right? And you say, hey, don't call me that. I'm not going to take it as you trying to punk me out. I'm going to take it as, hey, man, you saying, hey, don't disrespect me.
Right.
Now, after I keep doing the shit, yeah, then I expect you to try and punk me out or respond like you want to. And I think when you want somebody to stop doing and you sitting up there calling them this, calling them that, they not paying attention to your message.
Right.
And I get exactly where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? The China Mac, like I want to punch him in the face. China Mac said, hey, I'm going to quit using the word because I understand that it is offensive. Sure. And it's a lot of people that's like, come on, China Mac. Now, when it come to your people, you a certain way. But when we point out, hey, these Asians did this with the Peter Liang or Kai Gurley situation, or when our women go up in there, they might fuck up, but should they be getting their ass whooped by these salon owners or these store owners? Right. You don't got nothing to say about that. But when something happened to your people, you up there like telling with the black community what they should do. That's why there's an old saying, cooler heads prevail. And a motherfucker ain't gonna get nowhere by you nigga this or you egg roll that. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
If you want something to happen, it's just, you know, it's a thing called a sit down. And I think it's fucked up that some of these guys got other black people hanging around them co-signing, and they ain't telling them like, look, look, you can say that shit to me. We come up, you my neighbor, we grew up together. Right. But what you got to understand is the next motherfucker stayed over 2 states over, somebody that moved here, they don't play that shit. You can't go up to them with that.
But that's just it. They know this. They know that. They know that. Like you said, you go from Cali to what you call it. It's a different vibe.
There you go.
Go to Cali in Texas. You lived in both states.
There you go.
It's a different vibe. They won't do that. They're not coming like China Max say, I want to slap him in the face. You know where Charleston White is. He's in Texas. Go down there and see him. Go see him. You feeling that kind of way. Go see him. If that's where you at.
There you go.
And say what you were saying online.
And let me say this. When Charleston White is saying you ain't going there doing that.
Right.
Them country boys don't play that shit.
Right.
First of all, when motherfuckers hear country, they think some motherfuckers in overalls.
You think they slow? Think they slow?
The farthest motherfucking thing slow. The only country thing might be the accent. The motherfuckers down in Texas don't play. Idiot. That's just what it is. And I've been around every one of them. Some of my dudes is some of the most hoodest motherfuckers down there.
Right.
My cat Big Herb. You know, motherfuckers like Big Herb. That motherfucking name Big Herb. Big Herb. You know what I'm saying? They don't play that shit. And so, you know, I get where he coming from and I understand his pain. Like, hey, these motherfuckers, a few months of some shit going on and they got a hotline for you dealing with racism, but we still got our motherfuckers is dying at the hands of police. He brought up a good thing when he said Latasha Harlan's down there, 16-year-old baby killed down in LA, shot in the head by some Koreans.
Yeah.
He's right. But it's like, listen, baby, you ain't gonna do that by the first thing out your mouth is this, that, and the 15th. You know, so you know, it's got to be something. It's got to be something where motherfuckers learn to have conversations. Cause attacking each other ain't gonna get it.
No, I mean that's what they want. That's that clickbait. They want the back and forth. They want Charleston to say something, and they want those little Asian guys to say something back, and they want to keep it popping. You know what I mean?
There you go.
And then you get everybody else who want to interject with their little opinions on the sidelines or whatever. And like you said, they're not trying to have like you said, a sit down and just have a grown adult conversation about, look, man, this is where I'm at with it. And I really appreciate it if you could just tone it down. I understand where you're from. I'm not trying to say, you're not from where you're from and, you're a product of your environment, but, put some respect on it. And, that's all I'm asking. Just put some respect on it.
And the one little cat was trying to say that. He said, like, I heard him. It was one of them that he was trying his damnedest. He said, man, I understand where you from.
Right. But this is where I'm from. Yeah.
But this is right. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Bay Area motherfuckers is proud, man. As they should be. I'm from Youngstown, motherfucking Ohio. Proud as hell. And I love everybody from there. I tell motherfuckers it's a hard place, but it's strong people there. Still sharp and still. Motherfuckers have been hardened through hard times, but they're beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? We may not agree with everything, but they're beautiful people.
Right.
And motherfuckers here, they prideful and they say, hey man, we grew up. We don't mean no offense. And I believe every goddamn word he's saying.
Right.
But at the same time, it's other issues that need to be addressed. And at the same time, and this would be, my last little thought before I get out of here. Motherfuckers it's too much going on in the world. It's too much going on in the world. We got enemies coming from all directions.
Yeah.
People, ain't no telling what they group it. Well, shit, let me not say that. We seeing motherfuckers knocking out their elders.
Right.
So they dealing with shit. So at that point, instead of it being a fucking punk out, everybody need to, hey, let's start out with some respect. Like Lil J, like Jay Prince talk about. Respect. Let's bridge that gap with some respect. So that's my input, man. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, gentlemen.
We good, brother. We good.
All right. Well, check it out, man. I got to get it. And I appreciate y'all acclimating to a brother so we can do just a short run.
We got you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
my wine of the week, Firebrand.
There we go.
Mighty tasty, mighty sweet. And yes, I will purchase this again.
There we go.
Man.
Is it a red?
Yeah, sweet spiced red blend.
Okay.
Not
there we go.
Those are the shit. Yeah.
But I will definitely go get that bottle this weekend because my coupon runs out on Sunday, so I will get that.
I gotta find another bottle of that. I couldn't find it down here.
Shit,
yeah,
right on.
So, all right, y'all. That's it. That's it,
yes,
man.
Yes,
Peace,
sir.
Brothers.
Tank, Orb, Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
All right, man. I'm just selling those wet teddy bears. You know, it's coming soon. My new side
right
hustle. Get your wet teddy bears, man. Yeah,
right.
New shit.
Yes, sir.
I know that was random, but yeah, some of my new hustle, man.
Yes, sir.
Signing off with the wet teddy bears.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace.